and you can do close-ups or whatever.
Okay.
So what we've done so far is we've gone to our plan view and we've said that our powder room is, we're going to pretend that it's 6 feet wide by how deep? And we don't even need the depth of that, we just need the width of the wall that we're going to be going off of, and we need the height of the ceiling. Okay? So once we drew our finished floor line, we determined our ceiling height. We've got our little box that this is the back wall that we're going to be drawing. Then we decided that we wanted to do our horizon line at 5 feet above finished floor. And then we said, okay, we need a vanishing point. Oh, that looks good to me. So we made a vanishing point right there. To get our walls in, what we did is we found our vanishing point. We put our lead on there, and then we went to the corner of our room and we drew a line. Then we went up to this corner, did the same thing, found our vanishing point, found the corner, and drew a line. This made us create this wall. So this is our back wall and this is our side wall. I know what we need from Kathy too. When the time comes, we're going to need to find out where that window is. From this back wall, where the window is. We could draw that right now.
Okay.
Do you need a scale?
It looks like it's 2 feet 5 inches.
But I need the measurement from this, because I know where that is in my 1 point. So from here to here is what? Do you need a scale?
Here, it's
Okay. Well, that's a cool one.
easy. It's, goodness, 2 feet. It's not exact.
We'll round it
The
up.
wall is 6'9", and it's a 2-foot window and a 2.5-foot wall. That makes it 4.5.
So from
From
2
here
to there
5
is-
inches. 2 feet 5 inches.
Okay, so we're just going to make it 2 feet.
Okay.
Okay, let me look at that really quick.
This is the inside dimension right there.
Okay. Alrighty. So once we get our grid on here, what we'll be able to do is count on our grid 2 feet so that we can block off our window here. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So the next thing what we need to do is take our scale and go to our 1/2 inch, and we want to make tick marks every foot to create our little grid. I'm going to do this quickly, so it's not going to be the neatest. And then I'm going to want to know where our foot measurements are going up the wall. We already have our 5 foot. All right. So everything on this wall here, on this back wall, is a true measuring point. Everything. All right. So from here to here on that wall is 1 foot. And from here to here is 1 foot. Now we need to create a grid out here so that we can use our walls to use as measuring points. So again, every line must go through the vanishing point. So I go to my vanishing point and I go to my 1 foot marker on the wall and I draw a guide. And I go to my vanishing point and I go to my 2 foot marker and I draw a guide. Now notice the horizon line just stays straight. this is really fun to do when you start doing it. I think you'll enjoy it. Now, in the essence of time, I think we're going to skip this side and we'll go back and do it. But we need our floor grid, so we want to do it on the floor. And we go through every line. I'm going to darken this corner line just so that we know that this is the bottom of our side wall. All right?
Okay.
You might be having a hard time seeing those guides, but as long as you can see them, we're good. And I'm also going to darken our wall line here. Okay, so you sort of see this room coming to shape, but now what we need are our cross lines, our horizontal lines. And how we're going to get that is we're going to take our triangle and we're going to set it right on our T-square, and we're going to take one of the corners of the room. I'm going to take this right-hand corner, and I'm going to, line up my triangle to that, and I'm going to take a guide, and I'm going to go right across the floor like that. Now I'm using that as a guide because every place that that angular line crosses our measuring lines this way, I'm going to take that guide and that point, and that is our horizontal floor measuring guide. So now there's a cross, so I'm going to use that. Now, as I'm coming down in this drawing, or forward, notice that these boxes are getting larger. That's a key with figuring out perspective.
What is the angle of the triangle that you used? Is it 45 or?
You can use a 45. This is a 30-60.
Okay.
I sort of like the 30-60. Now, once we have the floor grid, guess what? We can just bring our verticals right up the wall. And we're lining up our T-square to the board, our triangle, and we're going up. I'm making these darker than I normally would, just so that you can see. So we're not even going to see the top of the wall when we get forward here in our space. Alrighty, so Kathy did say that our window was like 2 feet 5 inches. Let's just say it's 2 feet 6 inches, okay? If this is 1 foot into the space, this is 2 feet, and I'm